Hi everyone, so Fender have released their new American Professional range of guitars, which released on the back end of 2016. And as usual, a release like this can be a little bit overwhelming with the different specs and different models available. So I've put together a new buyer's guide for you guys, where we're going to take a look at the different specs, how they differ from each other, and how they differ from the American standards which they replaced. If you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe to the Blue Shed for more videos like this. So without further ado, let's crack on with this buyer's guide. So let's take a quick look at the Fender American Professional range. We'll go over each of these guitars in more detail shortly, but in a nutshell, the new range consists of new Strats, new Teles, new Jazzmasters and new Jaguars. So first up, let's take a look at the Strats and the new features which set them apart from the American standards which they replaced. We have new V-Mod and Shawbucker pickups. V-Mod pickups are voiced specifically for each position with a mix of different alnico magnets for well-balanced tones. A new deep C neck profile which feels a bit more meatier than on the old American standards, but still sleek and comfortable. A handy pop-in tremolo arm as opposed to the screw-ins on the American standards. And some fresh new colours were entered into the range with an antique olive and sonic grey. We have new narrow tool frets for easier string bends and lots of configurations as well to meet everyone's needs, with single coil options, the HSS option, dual humbuckers and left-handed. We also have the new treble bleed mod which lets us roll off the volume without muddying our tone. And Fender are now using bone nuts on their American Pros. And upgraded Elite cases are also shipped with all the new Pros. So now let's take a look at the different fretboard materials and different finishes available on the SSS Strats, and there's 12 different options to choose from. If you're after a rosewood board SSS Strat with an elder body, you can choose from an antique olive, sonic grey, Olympic white, a 3-colour sunburst and a black. If you're after a maple board with an elder body, your choices are the same as with the rosewood. So you've got an antique olive, a sonic grey, Olympic white, a 3-colour sunburst and a black. There's an ash body option which is the sienna sunburst, and this is available with both a maple and a rosewood fingerboard. On the HSS Strats we have 10 different options to choose from. With the HSS Strats, your rosewood board elder body options include black, an antique olive, a 3-colour sunburst and a sonic grey. Your maple board options include a black, antique olive, a 3-colour sunburst and an Olympic white. Again, there's an ash body option which is the sienna sunburst, and this is available with both a maple and a rosewood fingerboard. On the dual humbucker Strats we have 5 different options to choose from. The HH or dual humbucker Strats are available as rosewood boards only, and you can choose from a 3-colour sunburst, an antique olive, a black, an Olympic white and a sonic grey. And finally, on the left-handed Strats we have 6 different options to choose from. So your left-handed rosewood board options include an Olympic white, a 3-colour sunburst and a black. And the maple board options are the same as with the rosewoods, so we've got again an Olympic white, a 3-colour sunburst and a black. So next up, let's take a look at the Teles and the new features which set them apart from the American standards which they replaced. As with the Strats, we again see the V-Mod and Shawbucker pickups on the Teles. Again we see the modern deep C neck profile, the upgraded bone nut, narrow tool frets and the treble bleed mod for clarity when rolling off the volume. The Teles are again shipped with the upgraded high spec Elite cases. But this time we see a couple of different bridge options. We have a more vintage inspired option of the brass barrel saddles on the standard or single coil Telecasters, and on the deluxes we have steel saddles. So on the standard Tele configuration we have 11 different options of fretboard materials and finishes to choose from. So your elder body rosewood fingerboard options include a 3-colour sunburst, a sonic grey and an Olympic white. Your ash body with a rosewood fingerboard, your options include a natural or crimson red finish. And if you're after a maple with an ash body, your options include a natural, a butterscotch blonde and a 2-colour sunburst. And if you're after an elder body, your maple board options include a black, 3-colour sunburst and a Mystic Seafoam. On the deluxes we have 4 different options to choose from. So your elder body rosewood fingerboard options include a 3-colour sunburst and a sonic grey. Your maple boards include a natural with an ash body and a black with an elder body. And on the left-handed Teles we have 3 different options to choose from. Your left-handed Teles are available as maple boards only, and we've got a 3-colour sunburst, a black, and a butterscotch blonde. So next up, let's take a look at the Jaguars, and these are new to the American Professional range. Once again, we see the V-Mod pickups, but this time designed by Michael Frank, who was involved in the designing of the Eric Johnson pickups. Once again, we see the narrow tool frets, a deep C neck profile, the treble bleed circuit, the bone nut, and we have a Jag bridge with the Mustang saddles. We have a screw-in trem, and the same as with the Strats and the Teles, we have the Elite cases. And we have 4 different options of fretboard materials and finishes to choose from. So your maple board options include a sonic grey and an antique olive, and your rosewood options include a 3-colour sunburst and an Olympic white. And finally we have the Jazzmasters. As with the Jags, we have pickup designed by Michael Frank again, and the usual American Pro appointments, which include the bone nut, the deep C neck profile, narrow tool frets, the treble bleed mod and Elite cases. And again, similar to the Jaguars, we have 4 different options available. So your rosewood board options include a 3-colour sunburst and an Olympic white, and your maple options include a sonic grey and a mystic seafoam. So hopefully this video has made your life a little bit easier, as we've broken down the American Professional series and gone through the different specs and models available. If you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe to Blue Shed for more videos like this. Most of all, thanks for stopping by my channel.